Hi, it's Donna at Original Body Wisdom Yoga and Somatic Movement, and I'm going to give you a little mini class. And the mini class today is going to involve your sacrum, your lower back, and your hip joints. So let's just take a moment and see what those things are. So, people have been talking to me about how sitting at the computer has been giving them sciatica. And sciatica is very involved with your sacrum. And I'm just going to show you a little picture of your sacrum. It's part of your spine, so you can see where it is in your body and how it connects to your pelvis. That's the bone to the side of it there. And you can see that little circular area in the pelvis comprises the hip joint. And in case you're a little bit more of a 3D person, I'm going to show you what the sacrum looks like on the skeleton, so you can see how it makes a joint with your lumbar, and it makes a joint with your pelvis. And these are places where people start to feel a lot of pain, and also that tingling with sciatica that goes down the leg. And this area here is your hip joint, and your hip joint is made up of your leg and your pelvis. So really, all of this area is involved with that tension and pain that people are experiencing from sitting for long time periods in front of their computers. So I am going to suggest, to follow along with me, that you get yourself a chair. So I have that chair over there, and I'm going to go rest on that chair. And I'm going to rest on that chair in such a way that my whole calves and my heels can rest on the chair. And when I do that, that part of my spine, my sacrum, remember it's where the lower back ceases to be the lower back. It becomes the sacrum. It's part of your spine. But that sacrum's going to feel nice and flat against the floor. And I'm just going to feel support underneath my lower legs. And it starts to put us in this constructive rest position. And the wonderful thing about a constructive rest position is you don't have to do anything. And a combination of gravity and very, very gentle traction will help you relax some of the tightness in your lower back and in this sacral area. Now, nothing in the body is isolated. So you'll notice where my arms are. So they're out to my sides, but they're not held rigidly in. They're also not too high up. They're in just the right place to cause a little gentle opening in my upper back. And even though the tingling in the legs and the pressure in the lower back, you might think that has nothing to do with your upper back or your mid back, you might call it. But really, if there's compression or lack of mobility in one part of the spine, it's going to affect the entire spine. So when I bring my arms out in this position, I create a kind of traction in my upper back that allows this arch here, my lower back, to soften down and allows my sacrum to spread out and relax against the floor. And this is what you're going to do for a few moments. You're just going to lie here, and you're actually going to feel how the weight of your body can settle to gravity. Because remember I said it's traction and gravity. For most of us, we spend a lot of time lifting ourselves up and out of gravity. It's very rare that we just feel we can rest into gravity the way a baby would rest on a mother's belly, or the way a puppy dog would rest in your arms. There's a kind of trust that they can let go and relax. And they don't collapse. It's not like sometimes you might feel like you just collapse that's from exhaustion. Relaxing into gravity is a really different thing. Relaxing into gravity is a relationship with what's underneath you. And how we start to develop this relationship actually has to do with first cultivating an image. So my image is that I'm lying on a nice piece of moss. And as I rest on the moss, I'm just going to feel my body settle into it. But because it's soft moss, it's also coming up to meet and embrace my body. So I feel like my heels and my calves especially are making an imprint, a very natural imprint. So nothing you have to force, just a nice, easy, smooth imprint into the moss. And once you start to picture this, hopefully you'll start to feel it. And this is really the secret to changing your body from something that's ongoingly tense to something that feels a nice, easy relaxation. And what that is that when you can picture something, and then you can feel the something, with time, the feeling just becomes what's there easily. So right now, see if you can let yourself start to feel how you make an imprint onto this moss or any other type of surface that appeals to you. You're feeling it in your heels and your calves. See if you can feel it in that sacral area. It's almost as if all the substance on the top of your body and in the middle of your body can settle down. You don't have to force it or push it. It just rests into the earth. What you can do is focus on your breathing in a nice, easy, gentle way. And what I suggest is that you focus on breathing through your nostrils, if that doesn't cause strain. And start with the exhalation. So really, the exhalation is more important than the inhalation because that's our emptying, that's our discharge. So you can't fill something up until you've discharged. So focus on your exhalation through your nostrils and feel the warmth of the air coming through your nostrils. At a certain point, you're going to feel a little hungry or thirsty for breath. And all you're going to do as you feel hungry or thirsty for breath is to allow the breath to come in through your nostrils. And it's going to feel cool. And I don't want you to try to take as big a breath as possible. I just want you to feel like the inhalation and the exhalation are even, or the exhalation's a little longer. You can go at your own pace. You don't need to impose a certain amount of time on your inhalation or your exhalation. But you're just breathing smoothly and easily. And as you breathe, continue to feel this quality of settling into the ground. So everywhere where the back of your body touches the ground, you're making a little indentation. Everywhere where the back of your body isn't touching the ground, you're cultivating a feeling, a sense of that moss or sand or whatever you're lying on to come up and fill the areas that don't touch, like the back of my neck. Or even feel like you're getting a filling around you, around your limbs, your head, your neck. So you feel like you're being contained in a very comfortable way. And we're just going to lie here for a few moments. Continuing to feel this gentle sinking, remembering that you're being held even as you sink, and all the while you're breathing. Feeling the warmth of your exhalation, the coolness of your inhalation, seeing how much this relationship between breathing out and breathing in feels unmeditated by your mind, that you just start to notice when you need air, the way you would want a sip of water. And then you just breathe in until you have a certain saturation, a certain satedness. And then you let the breath go. Breathing in and out through your nostrils, and if you're finding one nostril difficult to breathe through, you can always close it off and just breathe through the easier nostril. And what that can do is actually, paradoxically, when you take your finger away from the clogged nostril, you might feel that air now flows more easily through it. Seeing if you can hold these two things at the same time, where you're settling down, being cradled by the ground beneath you as you settle, including feeling your brain settle back to the back of your skull, including feeling your eyeballs like little pools of water falling back towards the sockets, including feeling your throat and all the substance of your torso and your arms and legs yielding downward. So there's this real sense of having nowhere to go and nothing to do. You really can rest. And in that rest, there's this noticing and feeling of the smoothness and gentleness of your breath. And you can let go of these tensions. You're still lying on that flat part of your sacrum, and it's relaxing downward, and as it relaxes, pressure in the joints between the sacrum and your pelvic halves are going to lessen. There won't be as much pinching and compression. Now there are other ways to do this, other ways to work with sciatica, but when you feel like you don't have a lot of energy, maybe you've been on the computer for a long time and you're getting that tingling feeling, this is nice because it lets you rest. You can even close your eyes if you haven't already closed them and feel your lids weighing down your eyeballs very, very gently, just like they're little lily pads resting on the palm. So you can soften, yield, rest, and relax. And as you continue to breathe through your nose, you may feel your diaphragm moving. And if you don't know where your diaphragm is exactly, that's okay. But if your diaphragm is moving, then you're really feeling movement in this lower area of your rib cage, way down at the bottom. So sort of from the end of your breastplate, which is in the center of your chest, bone, down into the lower ribs. And what I'm hoping you're feeling is an expansion. So yes, there's a bit of a lift in the belly as you breathe in. But if you're moving and breathing through your diaphragm properly, you're also feeling an expansion out to the sides and even a slight lift in these lower ribs. So without strain, Just see if you're feeling that as you rest here. And if you are feeling that as you settle down into gravity, you're going to be taking some pressure out of your lower back without trying to melt your lower back towards the floor. You're probably going to feel like there's less space between your lower back and the ground. And there is more to it than this. There's the integration of your breath down to your tailbone and your pelvic floor, up into your throat and your shoulder girdle. But for now, let's just see if we can feel some of this expanded motion of the rib cage. So I'm moving my arms a little more rapidly than my natural flow of breath. So if it's too rapid for you, don't worry about it. Go at your own pace. If it's too slow for you, go at your own pace. But I'm moving my arms, and here I'll particularly move my elbows in the directionality of my ribs. So as I breathe in, there's a broadening and lifting of my lower ribs especially, and then a softening and a moving down along the sides of my body. And the combination of the gentle movement of your breath and the softening of yourself into gravity is constructive rest. We're going to lie here just for another minute or so, and then we're going to do a really passive stretch, again with just a little bit of traction and with gravity for our hips. So we get very tight in the area of the hip joints because of sitting, and sitting especially with bad posture, but sitting for long periods of time. And you saw how the hips were a ball and socket joint that really are deep inside your groin here. So these bones are not your hips, these bones are not your hips. Your hip joints are deep inside your body at the level of your groin. And that's where you want to feel a little slight stretch. So we're going to scoot ourselves over to the edge of the chair, and you're going to leave one leg exactly on the chair where it is, and take the other leg down towards the floor, and you're going to slide the heel out. Now, that sacrum, and I'll show you again where the sacrum is, so my hand is really on my sacrum. My sacrum's still going to remain flat on the floor. So if I lengthen my leg out too much and my weight goes down towards my tailbone and I give a big arch in my lower back, I don't want that. So I'm going to put this little toy I have underneath my knee. You can use a pillow. Whatever you need to keep the sacrum flat on the floor. Some of you may not need anything. You may be able to extend your entire leg out. My heel is going to touch the floor, so my toes point to the ceiling. My leg is a little bit out to my side. And again, I'm just going to breathe and rest. And depending on how much pain and discomfort you have in your body, even that little bit of shifting may have agitated something, brought some discomfort up. So take your time now to just really continue to feel how fluid your breath can be. When you focus on that exhalation, you're also soothing or creating tone, creating aliveness in your parasympathetic nervous system. And your parasympathetic is the part of your nervous system that lets you feel chill. It helps you sleep, it helps you digest, it helps you relax. And for most of us, we're a little too keyed up in the sympathetic part. We get anxious easily, we startle quickly. And the sympathetic is important too. It keeps us alert and engaged. You want to have a nice flow and balance between them. And that's why you want to make your breath even from inhalation to exhalation, still through your nose if you can, or make your exhalation a little longer, because the length of that exhalation will help you bring more calm into your nervous system. And I have this little toy here that I'm also going to just show you, because this little toy can illustrate how breath is multi-dimensional. It really expands and then narrows, just as your ribs do. Your lungs are doing the same thing. There's a correlated movement in your diaphragm. And again, if you're not familiar with terms I'm using, or you don't know how to picture them, one of the things that I do in classes is I spend more time with pictures and actual anatomy, so that you really know what we're talking about. And you can have that picture that goes into feeling until the feeling just becomes who you are, just becomes what's integrated in your body. If this position starts to feel uncomfortable, or there's any tingling or any pinching that feels like it's in your lower back, you just roll to your side and rest on your side. And if you're doing fine, you're just going to do the opposite thing. You're going to scoot over to the other side of the chair. So for a moment, both knees will be on the chair, and my arms are still out at the sides. And then I'm going to take one leg back. And you can't see that behind the chair. So what I'm going to do is stay on the same side and maybe give a little bit more view to my foot, because I'm, again, not trying to keep my foot straight. I'm letting it go out a little bit, like I'm letting my arm go out, just naturally. But my heel is touching the floor. My toes are without strain. This is all without strain, pointing up towards the ceiling, and I'm breathing. So again, because of where the computer is pointing, I haven't changed sides. I'm doing the same side. But you are on the other side right now. Still feeling yourself in the moss. Still feeling yourself with your breath. And you're relaxing. And how you're relaxing is by focusing on the warmth of that exhalation. Noticing when you feel a call for breath, just taking in enough and feeling this movement in this lower part of your ribcage, so that you start to get diaphragmatic movement. And it's not just in the front, this is not belly breathing. Diaphragmatic movement is different than belly breathing. Sometimes when people belly breathe, they do use the fullness of their diaphragm, but most often they do not. And if you go to my website, I do have a little instructional video. It's very quick, but it may help illuminate diaphragmatic breathing for you. It's really crucial, because diaphragmatic breathing helps us create this whole body expansion in our breath. And that whole body expansion in your breath, especially when it's happening in the sides of your waist and your ribs, can take a lot of pressure out of your lower back. So if this doesn't happen right now, and you're not really sure that you're feeling diaphragmatic breathing, it will happen with practice. And this is a practice that you can go to again and again and again. And remember, it's specifically if sciatica is acting up because of sitting, specifically if because of sitting there's lower back pain or a lot of hip tension. like a mini little class, not a full class at all. And if you like what you see, go to my website, originalbodywisdom.com. I offer virtual classes and I offer virtual private sessions. And I can help you. I have a lot of years of experience working with pain and discomfort in all kinds of people. And then when you feel ready, you can bring that leg down that was on the chair and roll onto your sides. And I'm going to do a really annoying thing, but I'm not exactly sure how I'm lined up with the camera, so I'm going to come to my computer for a moment and just see where I am. And then I'm going to come back out here, and I'm going to be on hands and knees. And what I want you to do with hands and knees, I'm going to try to get a white background there, is that you can put a coffee or a teacup on my sacrum. Again, the sacrum is here, lower back is here. It's a lot of tension either at the sacroiliac joint or at the lumbar. You might also notice that you could more or less put a cup in between my shoulders and maybe even one in the back of my head. And that is what is commonly called a flat back. It doesn't mean that all the curves are gone. I think you could still see the curve in my lower back, and there's a little bit of a curve in my neck, but I'm not doing this, right? It's not like such a big curve that I'm feeling pressure and tension in my lower back. I'm also not doing this, which is something people often do. Just kind of let their heads go. And actually, we're going to do that in a minute, but in a very specific way. So this is a flat back. And when I have this flat back, I have a lot of support from my core. And you can imagine your core is like a cylinder around your waist, skirting your ribs, skirting your pelvic bones, and even dipping down to your pubic bone. And that core is helping me to support this line. Now, I still want to give my lower back a little bit more traction. So I'm going to use the weight of my head to do that. And what I'm going to do is bend my elbows, and I'm going to start curling my chin into my throat. So it's a curl, as if I have a lemon in between my chin and my throat. And as I curl my chin into my throat, my head drops. Now my elbows are bent, which means I can also pull my shoulder blades a little bit towards each other. And I'm going to feel a pull in my neck and into my upper back, even between my shoulder blades. And that's like I'm pulling at the end of a chain that's now pulling up and away from my lower back. So all that kind of congestion and pressure that falls into my lower back, I'm taking that out. And I'm just going to stay here breathing. I'm also going to ask you to notice that the tops of my feet are on the floor. So this works best if I'm still feeling, even though I'm in another position, I'm still feeling like I'm on that moss and I'm supported by gravity. So I have a sense of that moss coming up underneath my ankles, my knees, and the tops of my feet are settling into it. My hands are settling into it. And all the while I'm still breathing. Can you still feel that sense of expansion through your ribs? It might even be a little clearer now that you're not lying on your back. You might be able to feel the backs of your ribs widening out to the sides. And when you exhale, you might feel those corseting muscles come in a little more closely in towards your center, so that you're getting some abdominal strengthening even as you're pulling out tension in your back. And then I'm going to raise my head again, find my quote-unquote flat back, which isn't really flat, and see if it feels easier. Part of a flat back is having length between the head and the tail. So I don't take out all the curves in my back, but I minimize them. And then we're going to go back to stretching those hip flexors a little bit. So you're going to put the bottoms of your toes on the floor and then just slide out a leg, reaching through the heel, maintaining your flat back and your core. And if you can do this without changing the position of your lower back, just lift your foot up from the floor. Just lift your foot up from the floor. Breathing, using your bum. And bringing your foot down. And trying the other side. Tops of the toes on the floor. And lifting your foot. And when you lift your foot, the lower back stays neutral, the sacrum stays flat. I'm reaching through my heel, my glute, my butt is working, but I'm not feeling pressure in my lower back. And then coming down. And let's just come back and look at some more pictures, just because I'm really seeing this as instructional. So we saw where the sacrum was, and I'm just going to show that to you again. This is an older book called The New Rules of Posture by Mary Bond. I'm showing you where the sacrum meets your pelvis, and also where the sacrum meets your lower back, and those are places where we get a lot of congestion and pain. I'm showing you where the hip joints actually are, so you can see how that crease at your top of your leg where you bend is really your hip joint. And finally, I'm going to find, hopefully very easily, a picture. Yeah, here's a picture of your diaphragm. And again, there's more information on my website about the movement of the diaphragm. There's a page of videos called Media where you can find the movement of the diaphragm, because that's very important to your breathing. And then I'm hoping to find a picture of your girdle muscle, which maybe I don't have here, which is unusual. Okay, so I don't have the girdle muscle picture, but it wraps around and comes all through here, and it almost like laces up the center. So when you exhale, you're contracting that girdle muscle. And that's my little mini class for you for today. So please contact me and tell me how this has been for you. My website is originalbodywisdom.com, and you're seeing this on my YouTube channel, so you can contact me through there. And I really look forward to your feedback and hope that I can help you in the future. Take care.